Not a bad idea. All right. All right, I'm going to be, hello, Spike. I am going to be going live with Ty here in a couple minutes. So I won't be answering many questions. Hello, Bush Marvina. Won't be answering any questions before then. Hello, everybody. Because Ty and I will be going live very soon. All right. So hello again. I'm not going to be answering any questions right now. I'm going to be going live. I'm going to be going live with Ty soon here. So 1 second. What's up, buddy man? There is a kitten crying out for help. Hi guys, bro, you and Ty. We've just started getting to know each other. Lagging, is it lagging? All right, you said it's lagging 2 times now. Hey, buddy man. It's good for you. It's good for Derek. Sorry, I'm looking for a cat in my house right now. Lagging hard? I don't know where that cat is. Hopefully not in here. Nope. All right, some people are saying lag, other people are saying no lag. I don't know what to do with that. All right, it's fine. It's fine now, apparently. Okay, so if you have a lag, come back. Go and come back. So, oh shoot. Oh no, no. I did not mean to send, cancel. Cancel, okay. All right, yeah, close your app and then come back in. Or if you're lagging, scroll up and then come back down. So Bitcoin, hey, we're above $52,000. So everything is a pumping, yep. Mina target, I have a Mina video that's going to be dropping on my YouTube channel, World War Bitcoin. Everyone go over there right now and hit the subscribe button so you don't miss anything. But I do price target videos every day. Every day on my YouTube channel, World War Bitcoin, and the Mina video is coming very soon. So within a couple days. What's up? What's up? Don't be suspicious. When will alt pump? Like very soon. All right, here we go. I'm inviting Ty to go live. So like I said, when will alt pump? Like very soon. All right, here we go. I'm inviting Ty to go live. So like I said, what's up?
My headphones. I like the background there.
All right.
I love it.
Yeah, it's actually, so this is this came with the house I bought, and it's wallpaper.
Oh, nice.
So.
No shit. Yeah. Well, don't look like it. Looks,
yeah, I know.
Looks professional.
Yeah. So right. Man,
I gotta get a moderator.
Okay.
Yeah. We'll talk about what happened, but we'll oh my God.
Yeah.
Yeah. Someone says we want to talk about Cody, so we'll talk about Cody. We'll talk about a lot of stuff tonight.
Yes, sir.
So I tell my followers will tell you too. I talk about every time that someone asks me to do like an in-depth video about something, I tell them to follow World War Bitcoin on YouTube every time. So
yeah,
I said, all right, let's see. So we're just probably gonna go through the comments here, but no, while we let it build up here, guys, can you do me a favor and get this thing sharing? We're up to 100 people so far. Earlier today, we got to almost 400 people. So let's get this thing moving. If you guys could share and get the likes going, obviously this will move it around. There's a lot of people. I mean, like my last live, my last. I need to get right in here because these people come out of nowhere. You don't know yet, but hopefully it never happens to you. Let's
Yeah.
see.
Hopefully things are okay. There's a couple times that you lagged while you were speaking, but
Really?
I hope. Yeah, I mean, just on my end, hopefully we're good.
I'll have to go upstairs. I'll go upstairs if no, and I'll go upstairs. So
Okay.
the other thing I can do is I can go next to my window here. I normally have better service. So
All
is
right.
it still lagging, everybody?
So far has been good since you moved.
See if my Wi-Fi connects. So all right. No more lagging. Good.
I think
All right.
so.
Awesome. Yeah, because you were lagging. Okay, awesome. Good. So
Uh,
this will let this build up a little bit. Guys, share. We're going to get talking about a couple of cryptos, just opinionated stuff. Just kind of shooting the shit here. You guys, obviously, some of you know Alex. If you don't, go follow him, especially his YouTube channel, especially because I know how much effort and time that takes to make those kind of videos. So he would probably really appreciate a follow. Not only that, but if you're looking for longer form content that breaks down the cryptos that we all want to know about, he breaks these down in a way where it's very, very easy to understand. So make sure
I'll
you go follow
tell.
World War Bitcoin.
I'll tell my people here. All right, Ty. Hopefully, you're getting your account back, your main account. If you didn't know about that, a lot of crypto content creators have been getting the axe over the last few weeks or last few days, and I'm one. You know, I'm not. I haven't. I've been safe so far, but that could happen any day with me. So at least for the time being, follow Ty because you've probably already been following him, but this is his backup account for now. So go ahead and hit that follow button there. So
Appreciate it. Appreciate it.
yeah,
Yeah. So it does. It's unfortunate. There's been some people who have been obviously taken down. I had a conversation with Crypto Crush. I don't know if any of you followed her. She was picking up some serious followers. She got taken down too.
yep.
So it's funny. Everybody thinks it's because I made a mistake on a video, and that's why TikTok took me down. No, it's not why. It's we're being targeted. I think, but it will end. So everybody keeps asking about Jasmy, and I believe you've done a video about Jasmy. Am I correct?
Yeah, you know, it's very popular in Japan. It's like it's people call it the Bitcoin of Japan. I
Yep.
would say it's more so the IOTA of Japan, but that's a little bit too much of a downgrade for it. It's very much Internet of Things crypto. They, I think a couple of things that have people really excited about it is that they're looking at the all-time high price and they're thinking, oh, hey, we're going to go back to its all-time high. Which I don't think that, but there's a lot of money to be made between where it is now and just basic retrace levels, and I think it's going to get up there. Can it go to its all-time high? Sure. You know, a lot of people are real excited about their unlocks, or sorry, not their unlocks. They're doing the opposite. They're actually locking up a decent amount of their supply. So that has people even more bullish on it. I'm kind of wait and see. I own some, and we'll see. I'll be taking profits aggressively along the way. But I really like buying those cryptos that I like buying cryptos that I don't think are going to hit a new all-time high. And then if it does, amazing. If not, I'll be gone long before waiting for that. So yeah.
Yeah, I agree. I agree. It is, and I got some slack for doing a video on it a couple weeks ago. I got like 300,000 views. I
Wow.
posted it at 6 a.m, and I bought I think 7 or 8 grand worth of it, and I started talking about it, and people were like hating on me because you got a crypto that's so low in price right now.
Yeah.
Like it's astronomically low. But I tell my following that like it doesn't mean a crypto is a scam if it dropped 97%. Cardano dropped 97%, and Cardano is not a scam, right?
Yeah.
ICP, same thing. There's a massive amount of cryptos that XYO is going to probably explode in this bull run at some point, and it dropped a massive amount.
Yep.
So it doesn't mean that it's a scam because these cryptos drop 95, even 99%, right? Because you're going to see that again. A lot of these cryptos that you guys are going to buy in this bull run are going to absolutely shit the bed. Like, and they're going to drop 90+%. Cryptos like LCX, it'll pump in this bull run. I wouldn't be surprised if the thing goes back down to 5 cents. Like
Yeah.
it's just how crypto works, especially for the smaller cap cryptos. Doesn't mean that it's a scam though. So there's people out there that say that, and they're they're talking about these cryptos that did they dropped so much and blah blah blah. And it's like at the end of the day, crypto is a market that is a lot of these cryptos pump and dump, and it's going to happen with a lot of them. It doesn't mean it's a bad project, right? So
Yeah.
I want to kind of say that, keep that in mind for all of you that hear that from some creators. Have you done any research on BenQI?
No.
No.
No
Okay.
idea what it is. What's it? What is it?
It's a DeFi crypto.
Okay.
I actually ended up buying it because Calvin Hill was talking about it
Okay.
extensively. And he spent like a good hour on it, and I was like, all right, I'll jump in. So I ended up buying some of that. Someone was asking about it. What about Cody? Are you a fan of Cody?
That's another one. I get a lot of questions about it. That's on my list. It's coming up here fairly soon. On I have it all scheduled out for like the next 2 months of cryptos I want to review. So yeah, Cody is not on there. There's two separate spreadsheets. So I need to learn more about Cody and BenQI. So what's the deal with Cody?
Well, from my understanding, it's a payment rail built on Cardano.
Oh, all right.
That's basically what it is. They're not building a bunch of stuff. They might have DeFi come on, things like that, but it's a payment. I think they're doing DeFi, but I'll have to look it up, so don't quote me on it.
Sure.
I know it's a very popular crypto.
Oh yeah,
Everybody's talking about it.
I get questions about it all the time. It's interesting with Cardano because we used to joke, like I joked all the time in 2021 that Cardano was a meme coin, that there was nothing that they were actually doing, and that Cardano was the most overrated cryptocurrency. And now I would say it's gone from the most overrated to the most underrated. So
Thank you. Thank you.
I am interested in their ecosystem. So I say stuff like that, and I'm more interested in what's going on in their ecosystem than I am in actually Cardano itself. Now I own some
Fair.
Cardano, but I'm not like expecting a 100x like last time. So
Oh hell no.
yeah,
That's where I made my big money was Cardano, the last bull run. I bought it at a penny.
yeah.
So I killed it on that. Cody's what at 9 cents right now. Let me look something up here. What do their tokenomics look like? Circulating supply. So their tokenomics look good. Their circulating supply is 1.52 billion.
Okay.
Total supply is 2 billion. So they're 75% of the way.
Yeah.
Super low market cap, $144 million market cap, ranked 311 on Coin Market Cap.
Yeah, I'm
So
looking at
this
it.
thing's got some room to move.
For sure.
1000%, especially if Cardano surprises. So I had Blockchain Boy on the other day,
Okay.
and he's not a big Cardano fan at all.
No.
Right. And so I'm glad that you're the opposite here. At least you know that it's not a shit coin. Because some people hate on it because it's been taking so long to move, right?
Yeah.
And it's been taking so long for it to develop, right? You think about this, all these other cryptos, they're exploding with DeFi and they're exploding with meme coins, and then you got ICP and Cardano, and they're kind of been slow to the race. But then I always remind people, okay, Solana, what applications are you using right now on Solana?
You're buying meme coins on Solana. That's all you're doing.
You're buying meme coins, right? What applications are you using on Ethereum? None, right? I don't know anybody that's using a decentralized application right now, right?
Yeah.
So are we really early? Are we late to the party with Cardano? I don't think so. right? There's projects being built all over Cardano. That's one thing I
Yep.
tell everybody to go download a Yori wallet, and then you can trade Cardano for other Cardano ecosystem coins if you want to be risky, because some of those things are going to explode. The Cardano ecosystem's less than $1.5 billion.
Wow.
Yeah, it's very, very, very infancy stages.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go to Cody's website real quick.
All right.
Um, if
I'm
I can,
checking out DeFi Llama right now, just to see what they have locked in and everything, and what's in their ecosystem. So,
let's see if I can even find it. No, so I've always gotten into Cody because of the payment rail. I'm hoping that it's gonna, because Cardano doesn't have a stable coin, and from what I understood, that was what Cody was trying to build.
I thought
But
they okay.
but maybe I have it wrong.
I thought they so I this was I mean I haven't looked into this since early 2023, but I remembered that they had launched or they were about to launch two stable coins, and I haven't looked back. I haven't gone back to it
Yep.
since then.
Yeah, they were. And Charles and IOHK, they just can't come to an agreement with USDC and USDT, either of them.
Right.
And they're worried about the lack of decentralization. So I watched Charles Hodgkinson talk on an AMA,
Hmm.
and he was saying that he's like, it's not like we haven't talked to them, like we've told them what we need, and they could do it, they just don't want to. He goes, they don't want to agree with our terms. And
Hmm.
he says it's crazy because we would bring billions of dollars into their
Yeah.
ecosystem, and they don't want to deal with what we want to do. I don't fully understand it. He didn't really go into it, but he said that we're open if they want to agree to our terms. We are 1,000% open to it. And I guess they got really close at one point.
Okay.
Um, but we'll see. I think I've been hearing rumors that it's going to come in 2024. That we're going to have, because Cardano needs a stable coin. It's not. That's the one
Yeah.
thing. If it doesn't get a stable coin soon, it's not going to grow, and it's unfortunate. It does need one.
Yeah.
You
Not for
know.
DeFi. I mean, I'm looking at their ecosystem right now. I mean, they have a decent amount locked in. 390 million. That puts them somewhere like 15th or a little bit, maybe closer to 10th or 10th, between 10th and 15th in the money that's actually in their ecosystem. And that's, I do see stablecoin market cap 19.1 million. I mean, it's a very small percentage of what is locked in there. They need stables for DeFi for sure. So
Well, you got to remember too, Cardano's DeFi just went live a few months ago, didn't it?
yeah, the chart that I'm looking at right now. I mean, their TVL spiked starting in October, and it went from 154 million to 390 million. So that's going to get caught up. That's going to catch up with the price. I think
Yes,
very
those of you,
soon.
I agree. Those of you that are sleeping on Cardano, because there's a lot of these people out, these a lot of these I call them crypto influencers out there. They hate on it because they're lacking in DeFi, but they just went live with it. It's like the same thing with ICP. ICP just went live with DeFi. Like
Yeah,
you can't compare a token that had DeFi 4 years ago to a token that that just added, the ability to create decentralized finance applications in the last 6 months.
that's. I saw a video that by somebody who got in a little tiff with you lately, talking about how ICP has no money locked in their ecosystem, and some people in my Telegram were like, Alex, can you explain yourself? Because I've been making a lot of ICP videos on YouTube. And this person, what they were talking about as a negative, I was like that. I was looking at it the exact opposite. I was looking at the exact same data, and I was like, man, look at the potential here for when the money does flow into ICP for DeFi. What's that going to mean for the price? I mean, that's going to be very bullish for it. And I would not be surprised at all if ICP was like top 10 one day in TVL, and that all of this it happens eventually. And so I did not see any problem with that. I was like, okay, you know what? As that happens, that's going to just be very bullish for ICP. So
I agree. I remember watching that video. That video is the start of the whole saga,
mm,
because I was mentioned in that video, and I clapped back and said something that made him
yeah,
angry. So let's
man,
We shall not name his name. He doesn't deserve his name coming
I
out of
called
me.
him an incel once. He didn't like it. So
Well, be careful because he's coming after Crypto Sage now too. So
yeah, yeah.
which I might invite him on, see if he can come on and talk with
Sage,
us. Yeah,
that'd be
yeah.
cool.
Let's see.
Anything new on your radar right now?
Anything? What do you mean, cryptos? Anything
Yeah,
new?
yeah.
I just bought some Ondu Finance,
Okay. Never
right?
heard of
And
it.
I strictly haven't done much research on it. I read their website a little bit. Here's the thing: when DeFi explodes, random fucking DeFi coins that have low market caps are gonna go fucking nuts.
Yeah,
And so I'm randomly looking for DeFi coins that have less than $100 million market cap, and I'm throwing a couple $1,000 into them.
okay.
And when I double my money, I'm taking out my initial investment and I'm letting these things ride because I think DeFi is going to explode at some point in the coming year and a half.
Yeah. That's not the RWA crypto? You're talking about something else? Oh wait.
ONDO.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay, yeah. I recently bought into that too. Um, it's lumped in with the RWA cryptos. So yeah,
It's a real
um,
world asset crypto?
it's lumped in with them. So
No shit.
yeah,
I
yep,
didn't know that yet. I haven't done a bunch of research on it. I read I went through their website and kind of skimmed through it, and I was like, okay. And then I looked at the volume, and I was like, oh shit, like the volume's picking
yeah.
up on this. And
So
then
that's a
it's up 20% since I bought it. So
yeah. That's a. I mean, they launched very recently, um, just a couple weeks ago or something. So I was curious about that one for sure. Um,
someone wants to know if you are still expecting cake to go to $150.
I never said cake to $150, man. These people. Now there was in 2021. It was. I mean, you remember like the meme coin mania, meme coin season was insane, and cake was going straight up. And are you still there? Okay, I see you. And
Yep.
so that it just when it was going straight up. I mean, that was like early days in my content creation. I did say at that time, like, who knows? I could see this go to $100, but I never said $150. It peaked at like 44, 45. Um, so whatever, you want to, whoever's asking that question, I'm sure that they're whatever, they're remembering some old price prediction from last time around. It's like, how many people predicted that Bitcoin was going to go over $100,000? It was like
Oh my God.
99% of us. So,
Absolutely, absolutely, I
and
agree. And no, it's it's so funny when you think about the last cycle. Like so many people thought cryptos were going to do. People were saying Ethereum to 20 grand last cycle.
yeah.
Like we were all expecting these. And you know who started it was BitBoy.
Okay.
BitBoy was like the moon boy, right? And everybody, he's the biggest channel in crypto. So he's like telling everybody, oh, they're going to go to here. Cardano's going to go to $10. Like, it was like some crazy numbers. And no, it was funny. But hey, you never know. I mean, in the future, these things, our governments aren't going to stop printing money. So
Yeah. I mean, the big thing that didn't happen in 2021 was like we were all expecting a blow off top for Bitcoin. And instead we had these two rounded tops, they're distribution tops. And so blow off top, the difference between a distribution top and a blow off top can be the difference between $69,000 and $120,000. And
facts.
so that was unprecedented in 2021. And there's always going to be these wrenches thrown in. It's like the market is always going to keep you on your toes. And so now it's like, what's next? Are we only ever going to have distribution tops, or are we going to have blow off tops again? I actually wouldn't be surprised if we had another blow off top in the future. And who knows what that's going to look like, but you never know.
I agree. Somebody's asking me, people because they you got a lot of people that like you on here, man. Good for you.
All right.
Well, first we'll go to here. So first, is anybody on that normally manages my chat? Let me know if any of you guys that are on, and there's a couple of you that I use. Let me know. People keep talking about Reddick Finance. Do you know anything about Reddick Finance?
No.
Okay, so sorry guys, we're not going to talk about that because neither of us know anything about it. Someone said, "What's the difference between blow off top and distribution?"
Yeah, sure. I mean, blow off top. I mean, you can see it very clearly. 2017, December of 2017 was a blow off top for Bitcoin. It was like every day, literally like every day going up and up and up, and you never know when it's going to stop, and everything's going crazy. Everyone's going crazy. I remember 2017, and I remember looking at that and thinking like, this is going to be done very soon. I think blow off tops are easy, much easier to kind of time the end of
I agree.
than a distribution top. A distribution top is like the spring of 2021. We spent 13 weeks between, I want to say like 48 and $65,000 in the spring northern hemisphere. Sorry for those of you in Australia or South America or Africa or something like that. But the spring of 2021, we spent 13 weeks within range of the peak of $64,900. That's because what was happening is those who were holding their crypto in profits were instead of were distributing basically. There was a lot more time to exit that time, but
Yep.
a lot of us were still expecting a blow off top, and that didn't happen. The blow off top can be a matter of days, or if we're lucky, a week. So lots of
Yeah.
cryptos, lots of altcoins. Shiba Inu had two massive blow off tops, and so that's one thing that when you pay attention to that, you see a blow off top like that, you've got to exit very quickly because it's going to just dump right back down.
What's
So
so here's the feeling behind that too. So if we do have a blow off top, first of all, you should probably be out of your crypto by at least 50% when you get to that point. You should be taking profits before then, right? But if we do get a blow off top, you'll feel it.
yeah,
It's like you'll feel it in your chest. You'll feel it in your bones. It's crazy. It's just this epic, thousands of percents a day. Crypto is just going nuts. Your portfolio going from 100 grand to 300 grand within literally 24 hours, like
yeah.
crazy stuff. And if you start to feel that, and you start to feel euphoric, like, oh my God, I've made so much money, and you can't believe what your account looks like. That's the sign. That's the sign that you need to sell. Just so
Yeah.
you guys know. You've
Yep.
been through it numerous times, right?
I remember both peaks in 2021. There were like multiple days during like the absolute peak both times when what I would do is I had crypto on 9 different things, Trust Wallet, Coinbase, whatever. And I would just pull out my calculator and add up all my numbers and then be really happy and just seeing like, oh wow, I have this much money right now. And whenever I do that's kind of a sign to me. I did that in the spring and in November of 2021. That's kind of a sign to me. Like if I'm sitting around counting every single dollar in my wallet and being happy about how high I'm up, that's a good sign for me to exit.
I,
So
I agree. And we'll,
yeah.
I don't know about some creators what they're gonna do, but I know myself. I'll be talking about when I'm getting out of the
Oh
market.
yeah,
You
for
know,
sure.
I can guarantee you this, that I will only have between 20 and 30% of my portfolio in the market during a blow off top. I'll already be out 60, 70% of my portfolio
Yeah.
by that point, just because if that point never comes, right, I want to make sure that I've taken enough profit where, if it doesn't come and I'm wrong, I walk away a winner. Um,
Yeah. Go ahead. Another
no, that's
question.
pretty much it. That's pretty much it.
Well, I mean, that's my mindset right now. I made a video where people are giving me some crap on. I just made it today, and I talked about in that video like I was fortunate enough on November 10th of 2022. Within 24 hours of Bitcoin bottoming, I was fortunate enough to have made a video on that day saying that I was no longer bearish, that I was bullish, and I said as far as the dry powder on the sidelines is concerned, as of right now, I am putting it in. And so the video that I made today, I called back to that just to say like, hey, it's been 15 months of accumulating. I have generally been a buyer, and right around now, I am generally a seller. That doesn't mean I'm out. That doesn't mean we're at the peak. That just means I've been accumulating for the last 15 months. It's time for me to take something off the table because certain cryptos that I've bought are up, what, 3, 4, 5x, maybe even more than that. And so it's just one of those things. It's like I'm right now in the process of ensuring that no matter what happens moving forward, I'm walking away from this as a winner. I have won. And so it's, other people hopping in right now, it's like, okay, I think you'll still make money for sure, but the time for, the saying, bull markets make you money, bear markets make you wealthy. We are out of the bear market. All right. People ask me all the time, hey, when's the bull run coming? Just look around. I know what they mean by that. When is everyone going to go crazy about Bitcoin and about crypto? Well, when that time comes, it's too late. I mean, it's too late to be having a hodling mentality at that time. So
I agree. I know you're, and I had a conversation. I went live this morning. I was telling everybody I was going to go live with you, and they
yeah,
said that last bull market, you were very, your numbers were way higher, and then this bull market they're way lower.
yep,
And like so I mean and I said, and mine are very high and his are lower, and we'll talk about that tonight. And he's also probably in. I said he's also probably in a different place in his portfolio than he was then too. He's also 4 years educated, right? There's things that change, and so you're a little bit more conservative than I am. Although I do agree that taking profits when you get to a 3 to 5x, if that's where you are in some of your cryptos, that means that you were in the market. You were in the bear market way before even me and these other people that are on here. But I mean, everybody will tell you, I talk about it all the time. I'll even show you on my board here. I teach this to people, but like I have a pit stop, right, of a 3 to 5x is when I'm going to take 10 to 15% of my portfolio off the table. So, but people get it confused. Oh, Alex is selling his portfolio right now.
yeah.
No, he's selling 20% of it because he just 5x'd his portfolio and made a couple $100,000. Like, so don't get it twisted, guys.
And my response to those people who were saying my predictions were way higher last time is, again, blow off top, expecting
Yep.
what had always happened with Bitcoin to continue happening.
And it did.
I whatever, so
No, it is what it is, man. At the end of the day, we can't all be right, and I tell people that all the time. What you should take from myself, from Alex, from everybody, is the education. We're not gonna always be right on where our cryptos land, right? We're probably gonna be wrong on 50% of them where we think they're going to go, and that's not just we're gonna be wrong upward and downward, right?
yeah,
The biggest thing is get educated on why we think these cryptos are going to go where they're going to go. Like you're the perfect example of teaching people and letting people know, like, you can't just look at the last time this time, right? Like I
yeah,
watched a video you did earlier today about Aurora. Maybe it was today, I don't know, but you were talking about Aurora. And although I think my price target on Aurora is a little higher than yours, but
I don't have one.
I don't know if you set a price target, but you said there's no way it's going back to its all-time high. I agree. I do not think it's going back to its all-time high, but I do think that it's going to do really fucking well, right?
Yeah,
But the reason why it's not going to go back, and you explain this to people, is that the supply is like 6 times the amount or some crazy
20.
20? Yeah.
Yeah,
So if you look at it, I think Aurora is going to do really well, right? But especially if Near does well, which I think you
yes,
could agree. But and the other thing too is that when I first started talking about Aurora, Aurora was 2 and 3 cents. Okay,
yeah,
so I bought it at 2 and 3 cents. It was a
awesome.
super low market cap. We were all talking about it. A bunch of people bought it. It rode up to 70 cents. It's back down to 20, 30 cents. But like you missed out on like a 20x, right? Where when I said it could 50x, right? You already missed out on 20, 30x, right? So people get that confused. Like,
Yep.
from where did we first talk about it, right? That's another thing. Luis, why do you think you got scammed? I'm sorry, bro. You go ahead and message me in my inbox and let me know what happened. Obviously not with me, but you might have got scammed because there's a lot of scammers out there, buddy. Hey guys, do me a favor so we can get this thing moving. I want to get this up to 500 people. We've got we've got 10 shares, 300 of you on. Same with your following here. If you guys can get our shares up to 50 shares and get the likes up to 50,000 likes, I would really appreciate it. We're gonna talk about decentralized social in a second because a lot of people are asking about that. I like it. I think and whether we got to remember, I had this conversation with Blockchain Boy, and he says, and let me know if you agree, Alex. But it at the end of the day, it doesn't. If a project is saying that they're going to do something, that's enough for a crypto to pump.
Yep.
Whether
100%.
it's meeting that goal, right? And decentralized social is exactly that. Decentralized social media. Talking about one of the things that I wish we had with TikTok, because I would have my account right now, my big account, if it wasn't centralized, right?
Yeah.
Is there anything that you know about that crypto that you want to add, or is it something that you've looked into?
I've barely looked into it. I mean, so what's the hype potential? Because all logic goes out the door when Euphoria returns. And so, like last time when Metaverse cryptos pumped, everyone was like, all right, Ready Player One, it's just around the corner, which was absolute nonsense. And so what's the hype thing going to be with DeSo? Well, it's going to be this is the decentralized version of Facebook. And so Facebook is worth whatever many trillion dollars, I think like $1 trillion right now. Well, what about one day when DeSo is worth $1 trillion?
Right.
And okay, you know what? If you believe that, if a million people believe that, I will buy DeSo. I don't believe that, but if you do, let's do it. Let's get in. So
facts. Yep, that is. Now you're going to have that narrative, because what DeSo is doing essentially is they're building a platform. They are not building a social media platform. What I understand is they're building a platform where you can build decentralized social media platforms on.
Sure.
Right. So that is intriguing, right? But the thing is, are we even there yet, right? Are we even at a point where people are going to gravitate to a decentralized social media platform? I don't think the technology is even close to where it needs to be for it to grow at scale.
Yeah.
But the idea, like you said, is going to be like, wow, like, oh my God, like you said, oh my God, what if they create like the TikTok of crypto, right? And all that needs is a couple of big influencers that have a few million followers to say something like that. And watch out. That's literally it. Watch out.
Yep.
See you later. Especially because it's such a low market cap.
Yeah. Oh man, I just had a thought. I don't remember what I was going to say. Oh well, it doesn't matter. So.
It's all right. I'm enjoying some almonds
Blue
here.
Diamond. Yeah. Nice.
Yeah, buddy. All right, guys, thank you for the shares. We're almost at 100. Get the shares up to 100. I appreciate that. The likes are a little bit lacking, but we're at the 350 mark. I appreciate you guys. There's another one in here I wanted to go over. Let me grab it. This question. And let's see. Oh, actually, let's talk about ICP.
Okay.
So I know you're a fan of it. I know your price target was somewhere in the 200, low 200 range.
Yeah.
And then you've also said that may even be conservative, but you're happy with that price target. I believe that's what you said. I don't want to put words in your mouth, but I believe it's something along those lines. I've also said the same thing. I said between 200 and 500 is where I think it could go.
Wow.
And that 500 number would be a blow off top.
Sure.
Right.
Yeah.
What the supply on it? You probably looked into this. Is it 3 times the amount of supply now? Is that
4 times as much as when they launched?
4 times?
Yeah.
So that would mean, what was do you remember what the total market cap was when it hit the $700 range or whatever it was?
All I remember was number 4 on coinmarketcap.com the day it was launched. And I was like, it blew me away because I was like, what in the world is internet computer? And so it was number 4. So it was huge. No idea.
I don't remember what it was either. Well, it had to have been over 100 billion. So
maybe
if it was up that high, right? And what is it? $100 billion market cap brings it to that $200 range, if I'm remembering correctly, right?
So my price target is $223.40. That's a $105 billion market cap, just for reference.
Okay. So, and I actually talked about that because I watched that video and then I did a video on that. And I said to people, I'm like, that is super realistic, and let me tell you why. So Cardano hit $100 billion market cap last bull run, and it
Yeah.
had no reason to fucking hit 100 billion.
Yeah.
There was you couldn't even build a smart contract on Cardano last bull run. Like, it was nothing. It was literally, we are going to do this, we are going to do that,
Yeah.
and it hit $100 billion market cap. ICP has DeFi, smart contracts. The whole canister thing is really interesting,
yeah.
right? The whole aspect of it's the number one deep in crypto, which I think is going to be a big narrative, right?
Oh, yeah.
They just got back. What's his name? Dominic Williams just got back from Switzerland, talking at what's it called? What the hell's it called? What, Davos? Sorry, he was at
Okay.
Davos, talking at Davos, right? These are the wealthiest people in the world are at Davos, the ones that have ultimate control over the world, right? So it is not far-fetched to see that this crypto could go to $1 billion market cap. I'm sorry, $100 billion
100
market
billion.
cap,
Yep.
right? Me personally, I think it's going to go upwards of 200 billion, right? And that's why I give it a 20x. I give this coin an easy 20x in my personal opinion, right?
Sure.
Where it's at right now. And the reason being because, one, if Cardano could go to 100 billion with no reason behind it, and this crypto already had billions of dollars in it, whether it was manipulated or not, it still happened. So the money is available, right? And if we see Bitcoin go to 150 grand or $250,000 blow off top, it wouldn't surprise you. See Ethereum go to a $2-3 trillion market cap, right?
Yeah.
And I met Bitcoin going, yeah, 250. I wouldn't be surprised if it got to a $200 billion market cap. I wouldn't be surprised, especially you see other cryptos like Solana. Solana could hit $1 trillion market cap and a blow off top for no fucking reason. For no reason.
Man, I hope you're right. That sounds a little wild to
It
me.
sounds crazy, but imagine this: if Ethereum, right? What's the market cap of Ethereum have to be roughly to get to $10,000 or $12,000? Or sorry, $10,000 or $12,000 in Ethereum.
I don't know.
It'd have to be over a $2 trillion market cap, right?
I don't think it would be that high, but I mean, I'm not looking at it right now,
I don't know
so
what the math is. All I'm
yeah.
saying, and these numbers, guys, don't quote me on this. All I'm saying is during a blow off top and a peak, if we have one of those in a crypto bull run, it wouldn't surprise me if you see astronomical numbers that you probably won't even be able to sell. I want to point that out too. You probably won't even be able to sell it because it'll happen so fast, right? But it wouldn't surprise me. And I know you're very conservative on that. I'm a little bit higher in terms of where I think crypto.
Yeah, I mean, I need, for me, when I make videos, I have some like markers in place, and I'm trying to stay disciplined within a $7 trillion total crypto market cap. Total crypto market cap peaked in 2017, 2018 at $750 million, and then $3 trillion in 2021. If diminishing returns is a thing, which, I'm open to the possibility that it's not actually, that maybe in 2021 things just got suppressed because of the threat of raising interest rates. I'm open to that possibility. So, but I'm sticking with 7 trillion. People ask me all the time, could the total crypto market cap go to 10 trillion or 12 trillion? And I'm sitting here like, sure, you know what, it could. And if so, then if it went to 12 trillion, that's almost double of where I'm projecting the market cap to go. Then should you almost double my price targets? Why not? I don't see any reason why not to. So, sure, yeah.
The thing, I did a video a long time ago. I have so many cool videos that are gone. I hope I can get them back someday. But another story for another day. I did a video about how much more money is in circulation now than the last bull run, and I came up to a number around $70 trillion. Not U.S. dollars, right? I'm talking dollars in general. When you take euros,
what?
yen.
You mean in crypto? In crypto?
No. Hell no. No.
Okay. All right.
Globally,
okay.
Right?
All right.
Global. So if you took all the money that was printed from the beginning of the last bull run to where we are today, the number I came to was almost $70 trillion.
Okay, I'm with you on that. All right.
I got that number based off of like actual numbers, like, and that's why I said a roughly 70. We don't even know. That's the thing. Like, no one can actually calculate it. There's so much goddamn money in the world. And this isn't dollars, so you guys know I'm not talking about actual dollars. I'm saying in value. So this is euro, yen, rubles, all this money that's been created around the world equated to 70 trillion, right? Excuse me. Sorry. So if that's the case and that's a real number, that's a lot more money than we had. That's what, 30? I think the number came to 34% more money in circulation.
I wouldn't be
Last time.
surprised by that at all. I mean, the amount of money printing going on all over the world. I mean, China recently started doing that, so you know, wouldn't be shocked.
So,
And
th-
it's
so if you
only
think about that, think about that for a minute, right? That's just the new money. Let's just say 10% of the new money goes in. There's $4 trillion right there,
sure,
right? I
yeah,
don't know if that's the exact math, but it's a couple $1 trillion. Not to mention the other $6 to $10 trillion that could come into the market. That's old money. So I think the market's going to go 10 plus trillion is where my number is. I wouldn't be
all right.
surprised. We'll see.
I'm
We'll
open
see.
to it.
And
Yeah,
this is why we have these conversations, so you guys
yeah,
can understand like where certain people think and make your own decisions. Maybe you'll meet us in the middle,
yeah.
right? Maybe you're
Please be
like,
right.
yeah,
Please, Ty be right. I'll be wrong. Please.
yeah, right. Hopefully, I am right,
Yeah.
right? At the end of the day, we don't know, but I just wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised if it went to 10 to 12 trillion dollars, especially because this is the first time that we've had the ability for big money to come in.
Yeah.
And I wouldn't be surprised if big money starts buying Bitcoin at 100,000, because this is the one thing I want you to think about, and people don't think about, but think about what Kathy Wood says, right? A Bitcoin is going to be worth $1 million someday.
Yes.
She says it all the time, right? That's more than a 10x from where we're at today. So these big corporations and people, billionaires with big money, they may see $100,000 Bitcoin as a steal if they think it's going to go to $1 million of Bitcoin. But we've never seen this before, where the kind of money that can come in from an ETF, from this
Yeah.
approval, we've never seen this before. What it would do, what the price of Bitcoin would do if the price was 100,000 and those big corporations were buying it. Like it could run up way fucking faster and higher than we ever thought.
So, I
And
mean,
that's,
the spot Bitcoin ETFs are a huge just wrench in all of this. It's like I've been talking for years about the kind of accumulation that I thought would happen with the spot Bitcoin ETFs. And my estimate was something like 425,000 Bitcoin would be as much as they acquired by, I don't know, by the peak of the bull run or something like that. And every number that I've seen so far with how much they've acquired in just a little over a month, it seems like 425,000 is way too conservative. And so it's not there's when you think about how much Bitcoin is left available for them to buy, it's going to be the more that they accumulate, the more of a crunch there's going to be. Last I checked, there was like 1.9 million Bitcoin available. And the more scarce that gets, the more of just the pressure is going to be. And I don't think anyone is prepared for what could possibly come with that. I mean, especially during like bullish moments, like over the last 2 days, I'm looking at a chart right here. The amount of Bitcoin that the spot ETFs have purchased over the last 2 days is much higher than what we've seen since they launched. And here we go. As Bitcoin has crossed $50,000, they're acquiring more Bitcoin. So what happens when, or for me, I say if, I'm never going to say 100% for anything, literally anything, but let's just say if, Bitcoin crosses its all-time high and Bitcoin's all over the news, crypto's all over the news, everyone, your grandma, your barber, your Uber driver, they're all asking you about Bitcoin. I mean, the amount of accumulation that they're going to do on those days, I don't even know. It's going to be insane. So
that's what I'm saying. That's why, and I appreciate the conservative side of it, and I'm like sitting here and I'm just like, something's telling me, and maybe it's, I don't know, fucking intuition, I don't know, math, I don't know what it is, but something tells me that there's going to be so much more money that flows into this than anybody thinks. But here's the other thing too. We got to think about what happens politically too. Like a lot of people have this fear that the crypto markets are going to end in early 2025 or the end of 2024 if Biden becomes president again, or if it's a Democrat, right? And then some people think, oh, if Trump becomes president, it's going to go well into 2025 because they think that businessman, look what he did last time, right? Money starts flowing in because he's president. So I think that's going to have a lot to do with it. I don't think that the big business has a lot of faith in the current administration, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
And whether you like it's this, we're not going to get into politics. Whether you like Trump, Biden, it doesn't matter if you like fucking Elmo for president. It's irrelevant. My point is that certain presidents, certain people do certain things to the market. So for me, I think this bull market's going to go well into 2025 if Trump becomes president. If he doesn't, I wouldn't be surprised if it ends much earlier because another 4 years of what we have,
Yeah.
I'm not confident in the stock market. I'm not confident in interest rate. I'm not confident in any type of growth.
Yeah.
The only thing, we'll see though. I could be completely wrong. Presidents at the end of the day, maybe they don't even fucking matter. I don't know. We'll see.
I mean, you can just look at the numbers. When Trump got elected, the day after he got elected, I remember just like having no idea what was going to come. And literally the day after he got elected, the stock market shot up like crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah. So without giving any political commentary here, I think that Trump is more bullish for markets in general than Biden is. I don't think that should be offensive to liberals or anything like that. I am nervous economically. The big thing that I've been talking about is every time that the Fed, when they, after raising rates aggressively or raising rates at all, every time that they lower rates, we have between a 0 and 12-month window where we enter a recession. I know this is just the United States, but the United States, as long as the dollar is the world reserve currency, I'm going to be talking about the United States a lot more than other countries. Right. You know, if Burkina Faso had the world reserve currency, I'd be talking about their economy. But no, it's the United States. So anyway, every time they lower rates, we enter recession within 0 to 12 months. So, all right, you know what? They've already hinted that they're not lowering rates at the next Fed meeting. But perhaps in May, there's just a timer in my head. It's like, okay, do we have a year? Best case scenario, we have a year. Let's get this thing going. And I'm hopeful. I'm more hopeful now than I was, I don't know, like 4 months ago, because it seems to me that the wrench that these ETFs have thrown in have what am I thinking here? That it seems like this is getting a front run. To me, it seems like the price action that we're seeing right now is reminiscent of about 6 months after the Bitcoin halving, and here we are before. So I do not believe we're going to the end of 2025. I hope we do, whatever. My mindset right now is I am bullish for the next 3 months, and I'm going to just continue to reevaluate every time, every deadline or whatever. So
I agree.
We'll see.
I agree. I don't necessarily, as we get closer, I don't think we're going to be going into the end of 2025 either. Then again, it depends again, I think, on who's president, because then we could go really bullish. If Trump becomes president, we go really bullish and stock market goes fucking crazy. The other thing that I think people need to think about though is if we have another black swan type event.
Yeah.
And what that does to markets, because whether it's electrical, power grid related, it's virus related, it's whatever, it doesn't matter. The point is that it's going to cause countries to print trillions again.
All right.
Now, if that happens, all of this goes out the window. I'm bullish as fuck.
Absolutely.
Right?
I am 100%.
Right? It'll go crazy. Rates will come down. Right? Everything changes. Everything. Yeah. Right? And I think that's going to happen. I personally think. I mean, I'm not trying to predict the world, but the world just doesn't seem like it wants peace anytime soon.
Yeah. I did talk about in a recent video, like the COVID crash was a blessing and a curse. It was a curse because we got this insane inflation that came from after that. But for like the 18 months after the COVID crash, I mean, what was the result of that? I mean, rates were coming down, but like the Fed immediately lowered rates to zero and turned on the money printer. If we were to see anything like that happen again, to where there's just absolute panic in the streets and the Fed responds by lowering rates to zero, whatever happens with the stock market and with crypto, I would expect a similar level of crash, an immediate reaction to any kind of black swan event. But if they were to put rates at zero and turn on the money printer again, I've been talking about in my lives and everything, nothing, literally nothing would make me more bullish than that in particular happening. Now, it would be terrifying at that moment, but after the terror comes up only for about a year and a half, and then inflation, higher inflation than what we saw in 2022. And so, hey, let's have fun for a year and a half, but we'll see.
I agree. So I in a weird way, like, and I hope that it's like, I can't wish for that because I know that there's so many bad things that are going to happen to people and their families but economically, I'm very bullish on that, like you said, right? I hope it doesn't happen. I do. Yep. I don't want to sit in my house for an entire fucking year again. I have kids, so let's hope that doesn't happen. But these are just things that we talk about, these things, because at the end of the day, you can say we're putting our tinfoil hats on all you want. But if you're not aware that these things are going to happen, that's how you're going to get wrecked. So that's why I talk about them. Do you like XRP?
Oh my goodness, XRP. I'll say this up front. I give a $3.02 price target for XRP. Does that mean I like it? I mean, I'm not going to buy any XRP. I've been looking at the XRP chart recently, and I'm like, man, XRP. Like last week, I was like, XRP is at a great buying price right now, so I like it short term. But I don't think my general feeling about a lot of those older cryptocurrencies, because a lot of them are lagging. It's not just XRP. It's just that XRP is like the most high profile one. But like a lot of older cryptocurrencies, let's think. We got Litecoin, Bitcoin Cash. What else is there? Even like Polygon, Quant's been lagging behind. I think what would happen is after Bitcoin puts in a new all-time high, what we'll see is just the common, the retail investor who's not in right now coming back, and they're thinking like, okay, Bitcoin's at $70,000, $80,000. I don't want to buy Bitcoin. What's another cryptocurrency that I can buy right now? The XRP. I'll buy XRP. I'll buy Dogecoin. I'll buy Litecoin. And that's when those cryptocurrencies will do well. Yeah, not anytime soon. So
I agree. What's your thoughts on this? Because this is I talk about this all the time. Let me give you my thoughts on something. I want to get your thoughts. And let me just make sure I got battery in my phone. So, I do think there is something to say for XRP, XLM, Quant, XDC, these ISO tokens, right?
Yeah.
But I people to understand and let me know what you think about this. I don't think that we're ready for that shift in the next year and a half. What brings these tokens to the moon is the financial system, the banking world shifting, right? Shifting over to using these cryptos. And I just don't think that the US government is ready to give away their printing ability. Like they're going to print this current system to 100 trillion before they switch it over to a new system, right? They're going to hyperinflation before then they reset it. They caused the problem and then they give you a solution. But I don't see the printing of $70 trillion in the next year and a half. So these people that think XRP is going to go to the moon and go to that $500 mark, that $100 mark, well, you would need the entire financial system to switch over to XRP to get to $500. Like, it's just, you would need trillions and trillions and trillions of dollars to be flowing into that ecosystem. Do you guys really think that that's where the world is going in the next year and a half? I don't. In the next 10 to 15 years, I could see that.
Yep. I've been saying all the ISO 20022 coins, I'm really not touching any of them. Maybe XDC, I don't know. But there's a lot of like HBAR. I've been really down on HBAR, on Algorand. there's a lot of those cryptocurrencies that I want to buy next time around. I've been saying that. I think ISO 20022 coins are going to be some of the worst performers, or maybe even the worst if in any level of categories for 2024, 2025. But, you know, at least for a couple of those, those are going to be pretty high on my list to buy. I don't know, 2027, something like that. Maybe that's even a little too early, but yeah,
I say the same thing. I say like that's my I will buy a bag of some of these cryptos for the next bull run.
yeah,
And then especially into like 2035, right? 20, well not 2035, 2033, 2034. I think you're going to see it, and that's again that could change though because that's if they're going to use these outside tokens. Like I listened to Jerome Powell talk the other day on 60 Minutes, and he's talking about how they're currently creating a financial system. Who are they going to use? Everybody says, "Oh, it's XRP, it's XRP," right? Okay, maybe you hold on to a little bit of it. And someone said, Ty, you told us to hold on to XRP. No, I did not. I told you I would hold on to a small amount of it, and the rest of it I would move to other cryptos that have a better opportunity. Because here's the thing: if XRP does well in this bull run, as well as people think it will do, other cryptos are going to do just as good,
yeah.
right? It's not like you're going to miss out, right? The big thing is it's not going to $500 anytime soon, guys. It's not. Like, get that out of your head. What's the number? 529,
589.
589. Like,
Yeah.
who the hell made that up? Was it like what the hell?
I mean, man, I just I try to stay out of that because
Sorry.
I know a content creator. Remember, were you around like Crypto T? Do you have any idea who that is?
No.
Like a 20-year-old girl. She made a video calling XRP trash, and she got banned, and she's never come back. She has a ton of followers on X right now, but I purposely do not bash XRP because I don't want to get banned on here. Um, Now, the whole for some reason, what's the deal? Maybe you know better than I do. I don't understand when like XRP people love to say this market cap doesn't matter. And it's like one of the things that I disagree with more than anything else that they say. So, all right,
I
it
agree.
seems like you have a thought.
No, I don't. I'm laughing. I'm agreeing. Like, yes, like
Okay.
market cap doesn't matter. Okay, math doesn't matter, guys. Math,
Yeah.
math, and circulating supply and supply and demand. None of that matters because XRP and The Simpsons said it's going to 589.
Yeah. Simpsons. That's right. I don't, apparently 589 for the Simpsons. Yeah. Um, All right, hey, a comment of mine here on mine here. Look at Pulse Chain and Hex. It really doesn't matter. I mean, okay, I know Hex got to like $80 billion market cap last time around. That doesn't. I mean, a $10,000 XRP, which I've heard plenty about, is let me do the math real quick. That's a hundred whatever 175 million times 3,000 is. That or sorry, 175 billion multiplied by 3,000. That is a $10,000 XRP in market cap. That sounds pretty unrealistic to me.
Yeah.
So,
Well, and Hex, I think Hex will do well. I think Pulse Chain will do well. I'm not a big fan of Richard Hart, to be honest with you.
sure.
Um, but it doesn't matter. At the end of the day, you guys buy what you guys want to buy. And the one thing I will say is that you can't compare Hex and Pulse Chain to XRP because XRP is a $36 billion market cap already. So
Yeah.
when you're talking about a crypto that has the ability to do a 50x, a 100x, well, if the market cap's $1 billion, sure. But when the market cap's already $36 billion, I I don't know. I think the big money is going to go into cryptos that like Bitcoin, like Ethereum. That's where the big money is going to go.
Yeah.
I don't see it going into XRP. Maybe Solana. Solana, I think, is the chosen one by the venture capitalists. Um, it's been put up on that pedestal. So,
Yeah.
so no, I just wanted to get your opinion on that though, because a lot of people are big on XRP. When I do these phone calls with people, that's usually one of the biggest bags that people have. They've had XRP and they've owned it since 2016, 2017.
I mean,
And
as long as it was
it hurts.
before, what?
It hurts to even think about that. Like,
Yeah. I mean, it went insane in January of 2018. So if they bought in 2016, maybe they're doing well.
Well, they
But
didn't sell though because they thought it
yeah,
was going to be $25, $100. Like that narrative was like, this is the currency of the world. It's all, everything's changing, and then nothing has changed since then. But I will say to all of you that do like it, right? Like I don't think it's a bad thing to hold some, but to
hmm
have 30% of your portfolio, in my opinion, in XRP, 50% of your portfolio in XRP, like it is what it is. Someone said the SEC is fighting it for a reason. Um, yeah, I mean, the SEC may be fighting it because the banking system is creating their own, and they want to make sure that theirs works and theirs is going to work before they, and suppress XRP. So then finally, when they do switch over, the banking systems of the world say, well, we're tied down to this. A lot of it, remember, a lot of the banking system is not going to let control of everything. As much as we want to think the world's going to get decentralized, I don't think so. I don't think the banking system is going to allow it.
yeah.
I really don't. I don't know about you, but I don't know.
All right, XRP.
Next,
I
next, what's
yeah.
what's we'll move on from XRP. What do you think about the new three? I call them the big three, right? Say, Sui, and Tia.
Okay. Yeah, I have thoughts on all of those. Okay, so it's really interesting with I get questions about Say and Sui all the time, and before I even heard about them, I'm like, why are so many people asking me about these two cryptocurrencies in particular together? So I've done deep dives on both of them and Celestia. They all have pretty significant forward-looking tokenomic issues. I want to throw that out real quick. Let's say the market peaks in 2025. At the end of 2025, there's going to be something like 5 times more SUI tokens in circulation than right now. Now, out of all of them, SUI is probably my favorite fundamentally. So what do I do when I look at SUI fundamentally? I'm going to look at their ecosystem and look for cryptos to buy in their ecosystem more so than I am for the SUI cryptocurrency. Their TVL is very high. They're top 10 in TVL. They have some things going on with gaming that I think that they can take a hold of the gaming narrative. So I am interested in Sui in that regard, and it's probably my favorite out of all three. Did I already say that? I'm scratching my head with Say. So, all right, forward-looking tokenomics, not as bad with Say. So it may be that both of them perform equally, but instead of 5 times more supply and circulation towards the end of 2025, it's going to be 2 times as much. So it's still pretty highly inflationary moving forward. But then the big thing with Say is that they want to be kind of like the premier layer one for DeFi. And so, okay, premier layer one for DeFi. You want to be that. The thing that I've been saying about Say is show me the money. Right now, they barely have any money that's flown into their ecosystem. Now, can that change? It certainly can. I mean, somebody that we know used that argument for ICP, so I understand that, but I haven't seen any signs of that yet. The thing with Celestia, I know that Celestia has been doing very well lately. I own Celestia. I'm staking Celestia, wanting to take advantage of it for the airdrops, with the validators that I'm staking it. I am selling all of my Celestia on October 29th of 2024. All right, so you already know where I'm going with that.
I saw your video.
Okay, yeah. So 21-day unlock, I am ending my staking on October 8th of this year, and I'm done with Celestia. They have a massive unlock coming on October 30th of this year. And then after that, they're going to be unlocking 1 million tokens a day. So Celestia right now is zero inflation, but come October 30th, they're going to be highly inflationary. I give a price target of $67.55 for Celestia, which is only a 3.5x from where it is right now. And I could see it getting up there or maybe even higher before October 30th, but then they're really going to struggle. They're really going to struggle after that. So
It's an interesting take on it. I'm glad we talked about it because I mean I own a pretty big bag of it. And when I heard you say that, so this is good that those of you that are following right now, That makes a lot of sense, because you look at some of these cryptos that have these airdrops, and then as soon as the airdrops happen and they're done, what happens to the crypto? Right?
And
People buy.
Celestia wasn't one of those. So,
Yeah, I
oh,
could see
are you
that.
talking about the unlocks?
Yes, the unlock. Sorry,
Yeah, unlocks. Yeah.
my bad. And then here's I keep seeing in the comments a lot of VRL. VRL. Do you know
Yeah.
anything about it?
Yeah. I mean, I made videos on VRL. I've talked with their team, and so I made one video on VRL talking about it, very bullish. And then I made another video as people raised some concerns with me, and this is baffling to me. So I'm perfectly fine sharing this on the live. People told me that the pictures of their team on their website was fake, and so I'm like, whoa, what? The pictures of the team on the website were fake, and so I brought that up to their two founders, and they were like, no, all these people are real. And so then I did reverse Google image searches for like several of them, and was like, I can't find any information about these. But then there were two of them in particular that I did find information on, and I found that the pictures were actually fake. And so one of them in particular, Ava Middleton is her name. The reverse image search that I saw was some random author on Amazon. And I called the founder out on that. I am like, Ava Middleton is fake. Admit to me right now, Ava Middleton is fake. And then the founder, I got on a call with her, with the two founders, and then they brought in Ava Middleton. And I'm like, wait a second. What in the... I don't understand it. I don't understand that aspect. Ava Middleton with the fake picture of Ava Middleton is real. And then the other one that was, what is it? I like, this person is fake, admit it to me. She was real. And I took a screenshot of the phone call. I don't know what the deal is with their pictures, but they went above and beyond after that, after I got in their face about it, to prove to me that they are who they say they are. It's insane. They have a partnership with a large mobile carrier, the fourth largest mobile carrier in the UK that's dropping soon, 3 Mobile. I don't know anything about 3 Mobile, but people in the UK, it's 3 a.m. there right now, so they're probably all asleep.
There's probably a few on. Let's stop for a quick second and let's
Sure.
ask anybody from the UK on right now. Anybody from the UK? I know there's got to be a handful of you on. I know some of you guys stay up late. He says, I'm from the UK. UK 3 Mobile is mid. Okay. So any of you guys, I see there's a lot of you on right now. So first of all, I appreciate you for being up so late watching. But so what is it called? 3 Mobile? What is
3
it called?
Mobile, yeah.
3 Mobile. Anybody have anything to say about 3 Mobile? I'm curious if a few.
It's a solid company, one of the biggest telecoms in the UK.
Someone said that's my network. Okay, so it's legit.
Yeah.
Okay. Lots of UK mobile networks use 3 now. Now, how do you know they're using that, or how do you know they have a partnership? What kind of proof did they give?
So they sent me a 54-page document written by somebody on their team. I looked up the person who wrote it and saw that he's a real person. They sent me a screenshot from the call with that same person on the screenshot. And then another person who I believe was like a very higher up exec was on that phone call as well. Not only a screenshot, but like video footage of the phone call. Okay. As far as I can tell, it is that partnership that's coming is legit. I shouldn't even say as far as I can tell. I see no reason to believe that that's not a legit thing that's happening here. One of my followers messaged me, somebody who I'm friends with on TikTok here. He doesn't make a ton of videos, but he told me like he has connections and he's getting on a phone call with the president of 3 Mobile to just investigate the BRL thing. And from everything that he can tell, like he's in the UK, he uses 3 Mobile. He's calling it a 50x. So
okay.
The VRL. So there was a really interesting thing that happened last week to where it looked like it was rugging. The price, I think it was just this cascade of selling that happened. and the VRL and there were people commenting on my video like, ha ha ha, they just rugged. And the VRL team bought 50 billion, well, no, half a billion tokens, excuse me. They bought half a billion tokens. They bought them, locked them up, and like they
That's interesting. They locked them up too, you said?
yeah
That's
yeah
interesting to me. So obviously that you don't go and buy fucking millions of dollars of your token and lock it up if you don't think that if you're not legit.
yeah. I
Especially
mean,
locking them up.
I don't know how many dollars it is. I'm sure it's not billions, but so half a billion tokens. They are either in the process or they're about to burn half of their supply. So people are talking about like, oh, they're circulating, their fully diluted market cap is so huge, yada yada yada. And I like what I'm seeing so far, and it's crypto. So
Yeah. I think I might buy some then. I've been thinking about it. I don't know if I had a call scheduled to them the day that my account got taken
yeah,
down. And
yeah,
I'm probably gonna schedule the call again. But we'll see. Someone said won't happen. 3Mobile receives so much in government grants, no way everyone involved would approve. We'll have to see.
all right. I
Again,
mean, they're the ones reaching out to VRL. It's not VRL asking. They're the ones competing to be partnering with VRL. So
well, I guess we're gonna see, right?
yeah,
At the end of the day. Here's the one thing I'll tell you guys: if you're gonna invest in a low cap crypto like this, I tell you this all the time. You throw $1,000 into it, you throw $2,000 into it, you throw $500 into it. You don't go and throw 30%, 20%, 50% of your portfolio looking to make $1 million, right? Because these cryptos, although seems legit, very well could not be and could be a massive rug pull. So I tell you guys all the time, these low market caps like LimeWire, perfect example. It's going to be a fucking rug pull. Like it's not out of my mind. It's going to be a fucking rug pull. And I talked
yep,
about how it is an interesting project. I will say that. But other than looking at the website, that's it, right? And the fact that it's LimeWire, when the big stupid money gets in, they're going to buy it. I think
yeah,
that crypto. I think they will buy it, and I think it will pump. And then I think it's going to dump, right? Yeah, I don't have a ton of money in these cryptos.
yeah,
I just want to be clear on that for you guys. That's how you get wrecked. But you could also make a 50x your money, right? So keep that in mind.
yeah. Hey, I probably have about 10 more minutes in here. I go to bed
Yeah,
pretty
I'm gonna
early
get
and
going.
wake
I'm
up
gonna get
really
going
early.
soon
So
too. I'm gonna get going soon too. So I
yeah,
do want to talk about one more thing, and then we'll get off here. Let me just make sure. Hold on a second. Someone said, "What's my Insta?" I do not have an Instagram. Well, I do, but I don't use it. So if anybody's reaching out to you, there's an Instagram that has 70,000 followers that's copying me.
yeah.
The guy is from Nigeria. He copied Crypto Cameron, or his name's Cameron. Cameron hit me up the other day. I don't know if you guys know who Cameron is. Kind of a baby faced, blonde haired guy. Um, and yeah, I would I would um I would stay away from that, right? All right, Bubbles. I gave you a chance to moderate, but you're being too mean to the people, so we're pulling you off. Sorry, buddy. All right, maybe next time. Um, sorry, he's in there like telling people, "I'm gonna block you if you say this one more time." Everybody
I
wants
don't
to know
have an
about
Instagram either because all the fake accounts had way more followers than my real account, and I was like, "There's no way you can tell who's real." So
wild.
it's
So, but no, I
insane.
don't. I don't have an IG. So we'll talk about these two and then we'll get going. So we'll talk
Yeah,
about Engine Coin because everybody's commenting Engine Coin, and I God damn it, I wish I bought Engine Coin back in the bottom of the bear market because that thing has done so freaking well. Um, but you have any thoughts on it?
let me pull up a chart. I mean, I've been wanting to stay away from metaverse for a little bit, not always, but my big thing with metaverse is I did mention this earlier. I mean, looking at the all-time chart, it doesn't look like it's really done much lately. I'm sure it's been fine over the last month or so, but I think metaverse is a good after Bitcoin all-time high play.
I agree.
When people are euphoria, I mean, you ever walk, like, if any of you have ever been on Decentraland, it's unplayable. It's just a snooze fest. And so what we need is
Yeah,
people dreaming about Ready Player One again during euphoria and dreaming about the future, a future that we are still far off from.
I agree,
Yeah,
1000%. And well, the one thing I will add to that though is I want you guys to understand. I don't think I'm going to kind of speak for you. You let me know if I'm right.
sure.
The metaverse is going to be fucking huge, but we
One
are
day.
graphically, user ability, we are very far away from it
Yep.
being like turning on your PlayStation and being in fucking Grand Theft Auto, right?
Yeah.
When those kind of graphics come, which is why I like render, right?
Yep.
Render GPU, it's going to help with that, right? But we're 10 years away from that being like putting on your headset and feeling like you're really in a metaverse world, right? But it doesn't mean that they're not going to pump, like he just said, after the whole Bitcoin, Ethereum stuff, when everything else starts to go crazy. The reason why I want to add to that is because of Facebook. So I just saw a commercial today. Facebook is going big on metaverse again. They're advertising like crazy, and it's only going to become more because they need to compete with Apple, right?
Oh yeah.
And the whole Apple Vision or whatever.
Yep.
So Facebook is going to be pushing out their new form of what's it called? What do they call it? What does Facebook call it? Meta Quest? Is that what it's
The
called?
Oculus.
Oculus, whatever. They're gonna be fighting hard because Zuckerberg didn't name Meta or Facebook Meta for no fucking reason. Like the reason why he did that is because he wants to build a metaverse where you can literally live, work, and fucking like sleep in, like everything, And so I do think there's going to be a massive narrative, but I don't think that it's going to happen in the next couple of months. I think that that's something end of 2024 into 2025 kind of thing, where you really see that take off. We
Yeah,
gotta
and then
wait
it'll
for
go
that.
right back down. So
Exactly. It will go right back down. Don't hold those. I would not hold those cryptos for very long. When they pump and you get your 10, 15, 20 X's on your metaverse plays, excuse me, get the fuck out, right? Because we are so far from that being something. So my last one, and then we'll let you guys, we'll let you go. I'm going to go too, but I see a lot of people talking about LCX. You've talked about it. I've talked about it.
Oh my
Everybody
goodness.
wants to know, right?
Yeah.
In my opinion, if it ends up being what they say they're trying to build in like the Coinbase of Europe, yeah, it's a 50x fucking crypto. But
Yeah.
the question is, who the hell has talked to their team? I don't know anybody that has had conversation. I've seen video of their team talking, and they are legit. It's not like it's a fake company, right? What are your thoughts on it?
I mean, in regards to their team, I have not looked into that. So I do like LCX. That's one of the most aggressive price targets. I mean, I know that everyone says I'm more on the conservative end, but my LCX price prediction is $7.37, which from the day that I made that video was a 41x. It's gone up since then. So it's probably more like a 20 something X right now. So LCX, I mean, there's certain cryptos that I like to pay attention to in some regards, and LCX checks off a lot of boxes. Looking at, I really like void filling cryptos. That's what I call them. Cryptos that have or will fill a void. And you think about everything that was sucked out of the market in 2022. You had so many different FTX, Luna, Celsius, BlockFi, Voyager, so many of these different places that people went with to put their crypto on. They're gone. And now there's this void and something has to fill that. And I don't think that void has been filled 100% yet. I don't even think really close to 100%. When retail comes back, those voids will be filled. And so I think a crypto like LCX can do very well with that. And then LCX is very much lumped into the RWA narrative with their, tokenized diamonds and everything like that. And so RWA can be a huge growth narrative this cycle, and so I think it can lump itself onto that as well. So certainly bullish on LCX. People in my live stream are kind of laughing at me because last week or 2 weeks ago when LCX was going crazy, I was getting comments like, LCX is going up forever. I need to buy LCX now. And I was like, no, do not buy LCX now. I even set a limit order at 34.5 cents and sold some of my LCX to buy it back under 30 cents, which went perfectly. And now I'm getting questions like, man, LCX, it's just kind of dragging along. What's going on with LCX? And it's like, it just did a 15x in
Right?
like 3 months.
It's the
Chill
same
out.
thing. It's the same thing with ICP. I saw your video
Yeah.
about ICP. It's like ICP has been doing nothing. It's like it was at $9 fucking 3 weeks ago. What are you talking about? You could have made 40% on your money, right? It was at $3 3 months ago. Where were you?
Yeah.
Yeah, same thing. So you guys got to chill. It'll pump. So I agree. I think it's definitely something that could do a 20x from here. I don't know about a 40, but we'll see. A lot of people say it's going to go to a $700 or 700x, and my friend, my good old friend Crypto Sage, 700x crypto.
Yeah.
Right? And I'm not making fun of him. I talk to him on a daily basis. I'll get him on here next. Actually, let me ask you guys a question before you go, Alex. Who do you guys want? Who do you guys want me to get on next? I know you guys want me to get Calvin on. I'm working on it.
Good luck
Calvin
with that.
Calvin Hill is a very tough guy to get on. But is there anybody else that you guys want outside of Calvin that you want me to get on? Give me some names, and I'll reach out to some of these people and see if we can get them on. The Crypto Network, I could probably get them on. And somebody said Alex again. Alex, you down to rip another one again?
Yeah, sure.
All right. Crypto Network, we got Alex, Pamela Anderson, Mia Khalifa. You guys are something else. Ric Flair.
I got a comment, Joshua Jake. So look into that.
I could probably get him on at some point. Okay, so I'm trying to get it. If you guys have any blockchain boy, no BS crypto.
Trump.
Somebody. Oh, you got jokes, King Zone. All right, cool. They really like you. They want you to come back. So I'll get some
I'll be
other
back.
people on. And like I said, my following here. If you don't follow him, what are you waiting for? Go follow him. He gives you guys some realistic stuff. He gives you guys some juicy stuff. He does some really good research. And then make sure you go follow his channel at World War Bitcoin on YouTube.
Yes.
Go give him a big follow. He's took an hour out of his time tonight to talk to us. Thank you for that, man. I appreciate it. And with that, I'll see you guys later. I wish you all the best.
All right.
Remember, don't forget to sell your crypto. Don't forget to take profits.
All right, everyone follow Ty on his backup account until he gets his regular one back. So
Appreciate that. All right, guys. I'll talk to you later. See you guys.
See you guys.
Have a good night, everybody.